Hello, Virgo. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you are prosperous on every single level. Thanks for showing up, you guys. This is Healing Truth Tarot. My name is Shelly. This is your general reading for the month of August. If you would like a personal reading, uh, my email is in the description box. Go ahead and get a hold of me through there, and I will get back to you. Um, oh, yes, please like, subscribe, comment, especially comment, and hit the notification bell so you can be aware of when I post more videos. So the plan here is, and this is my first time doing all 12 signs for the month. Usually I put the air signs together, the fire signs together, but this has been a process. It's been a step-by-step process like anything else in anybody's life. A step-by-step process. And I had to overcome some fear. I was scared. Serious case of imposter syndrome. In case you've never heard me say that before, serious case of it. Um, so, I've already pulled the cards. Now, I've been getting messages for some of the signs. I didn't get any specific messages for you guys, but I was guided to pull an extra card from the Rider-Waite Meaning Tarot. So I'm retiring my Del Toro Tarot. I think it's I love it because I love scary movies, but that's not for everybody. So I'm retiring that, and I'll just use that for my personal use. I have 4 new decks coming on Monday, and I can't wait to play with them. I am so looking forward to it. All right, so before we start with the cards, let's talk about the retrograde planets real quick. And we are in Leo season, so passionate, confidence, creativity, innovation, kindness, sensitivity, and some drama. And that is permeating everybody's life right now. Every single sign has got some drama. All right, so the retrograde planets are Pluto till October 11th, that is death, rebirth, and transformation. Neptune until December 7th, that's fantasy, illusion, breaking through because it's retrograde, and spirituality and creativity. And Saturn is retrograde till November 15th, and that is about discipline, structure, and karma. Sunday, the 4th, which is probably the day this will air, is also a new moon, as well as a Mercury going retrograde. So we have a bunch of retrograde action. It's retrograde season, people. And these planets are all working together for our betterment. Those illusions that Neptune is going to help you break through, the fantasies that you're going to realize and take responsibility for, things that you thought were one way and they're not. And Pluto with the death and the rebirth and the transformation, that's going to come about. All of these retrograde planets are working together to give us clarity, pretty much. And then you get the Mercury retrograde, and that's about hunkering down. It reminds me of wintertime. Hunkering down and getting perspective and reanalyzing the way that we go about doing things. And it is about delays in travel, miscommunications, delays in technology. If you've noticed some things might be going a little wonky for you, and they have been. And it's not retrograde until Sunday the 4th. This stuff has been, for me, it's been going on for about since the 1st of June. I've been noticing it. But I'm like ultra aware to it, to the Mercury retrogrades, because I feel them way before they start. but generally it's 3 weeks before the 3 weeks of the retrograde, and then the 3 weeks after that you feel it. And there's no it's not written in stone. There's no exact time frame. You may feel it a long time before and a long time after. There certainly will be some repercussions from the retrograde that may linger, but we'll be all right. We're going to work through it. You're going to work through it. You're going to be fine. All right, so let me show you the cards I picked, and then that Spirit picked. I just pulled them out of the deck. We let them fly today. They were flying all over the place. It was a beautiful thing, people. All right, so first card is the Lovers. This card has shown up in every sign that I have taped for so far. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. I just noticed the kitty cat down there. Queen of Wands, the Unknown card. There are some decks that have this. This deck that has this Unknown card is the Crystal Visions deck. So we're pulling from the Rider-Waite, Crystal Visions, and the Rider-Waite Meaning. And also a card from our Angel Oracle and a card from our Healing Energy Oracle. All right, and then we had the Death card, another card that's come up in every single reading so far for the month. Not a bad thing, I promise you. Knight of Swords. The Sun. I gotta cover the little Nikki guy. The Sun. YouTube stuff. Standards and such. And we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Eight of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune for the last tarot card. And the Angel Oracle is Cleanse and Detoxify. And the Healing Energy Oracle is Attention. Yes. Excellent. Okay. So, oh yes, let's, don't let me forget the Lionsgate portal on the 8th. The Lionsgate portals are about spiritual growth, healing, which just, like I said, just is right in line with all these retrograde planets. Manifestation, that's a beautiful thing. Aligning with higher frequencies, which is what the death and rebirth and transformation is all about. What all these things that are happening for us now, all these things are about that, aligning with higher energy frequencies. All right, and inner work. And we can't have the higher energies if we don't have the inner work. We got to, we have to do that. That's where we're at right now, humanity. That's where we're at. We need, at this moment, we need chaos and drama and immense emotional and mental and or physical pain to motivate. We use those as catalysts. That's not going to last forever. We are changing in that regard. We're beginning to be able to learn from the positive experiences, the good feeling things. Well, that feels good. Let's do some more of that instead of, oh my God, that feels awful. I don't want to do that again. We're flipping the script on that. And we're not there yet, but we're working on it, and we're going by leaps and bounds right now. We have been since COVID, okay? I don't know if I can say that word, but we've been since we had to hunker down a few years ago. It was like a big, huge Mercury in retrograde. And guess what? There was a Mercury in retrograde. Oh, that was a triple whammy right there. That year was a triple whammy, people. But we got through it. Look how much stronger we are. All right, so let's talk about the Lovers. Okay, Virgo. Let's see. Lovers. I do censor my cards. Again, YouTube standards. Not trying to get booted off YouTube. So the Lovers. This can be an actual love relationship. This can be a friendship. This can be a work relationship where, like, you really just dig your co-workers or a co-worker and your friends. This can be a community relationship, or a neighborhood relationship. It can be any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be love. And I'm looking at the other cards. And I don't really see much concerning romantic love. I feel like you're one of the few signs that I've read for the month that, I mean, of course, some of you have issues with your significant others, um, but I'm not really feeling that in a big way. What I do feel is new people coming in. Okay, so you, Virgo, you like things a certain way. And I have Virgo in my chart, so I totally understand that. And it's strong in my chart. I am anal retentive sometimes, often, most of the time. Let's be honest. Let me speak my truth. Okay, so you guys like things a certain way, and there's people in your lives that remember, everybody's changing. It's not, well, not everybody, but a lot of us, a large portion of humanity is changing. Now, some people are choosing not to change. Some people are, we have free will. Some people are straight up choosing not to change. They're choosing to stay in the darker, denser energies, and that's their privilege. I mean, that's their right to do so. And I didn't mean that to come out snarky. That is their right. Excuse me, their right to do so. I've had the hiccups all day, just intermittently. But you, Virgo, you're different. And it's not that these people, you're walking away from people. And you're not like, for the most part, I'm not seeing a bunch of confrontational walking away. I'm seeing you just allow it to the relationship to fade out, or you not on purpose get sidetracked with other things, and new people come into your life, and then you're focused on those people. So what you're really doing, Virgo, is you're finding a new tribe, okay? And it's not that the people that you're leaving behind, or are leaving you behind even, are bad people. They're not. They're just not in the same space you are, and they don't have the same goals. And a lot of them aren't aware of themselves as spiritual beings. Again, doesn't make them bad people. That's just where they're at. Everybody's in a different place. And again, some of us will choose not to ascend. Some of us will choose not to continue with our spiritual awakenings. Not an awakening, not just one. We're not having one. We're having several. And right now, they are back to back. Personally, I love the feeling of spiritual awakening. It's euphoric. It's like when I meditate, it's euphoric. So if I'm bringing up meditation, that's spirit talking to and saying, I think you're good at meditation. You don't have to own. Just sit with something that soothes you, a sound that soothes you, or something picturesque that soothes you. And just sit there and be quiet. I think you're good at that. Real good at it. And I think that you're, what's the word I want? You're versed in the art of inner work. You're not a stranger to it. So, there are people that you're leaving behind, or people that are leaving you behind. But I don't see a whole bunch of confrontation there. And that's good, because a lot of the signs I've read for, heads are exploding. Literally. So, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. In grounding, in new beginnings, you see the gateway? Is it right there? That's the gateway. Ace of Pentacles is Pentacles are an earth energy. It's a slow energy. It's just like nature, it's a soothing energy. It's a grounded energy. So there is some grounding going on with you. And through that grounding, these opportunities are starting to pop up for you. Different things. And these are wishes. These are manifestations of yours. Some are unconscious, but for the most part, you are very aware of what you want to manifest. And this is the opportunity card to me. It's an opportunity to walk through that gate into something more, something higher vibrational, something different. Because even though you like things a certain way, a lot of that isn't working for you anymore. You are learning to adapt to change. And there's something I like to say, change is going to happen, especially right now. Change is happening whether we like it or not, so we can either walk with change or we can get dragged behind it. Personally, I'd rather walk with it because getting dragged hurts. Change can be painful. Change can be, it's uncomfortable. It's just, unfamiliar territory is uncomfortable. But what you're seeing is that the old stuff, the old ways of looking at things, the old ways of dealing with things, the old ways of doing things isn't working for you anymore. And it's like you didn't need a kick in the rear end to understand that. You got it. And you're slowly and methodically working through the changes. Going with the flow, rolling with the punches, doing what you are guided to do by spirit, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, or your higher power if you have one, right? I have to assume that if you believe in spirits, as in guides, angels, and ancestors, that you probably have some type of belief in a higher power, something bigger than you. So you seem to be right on top of that, understanding of the need to just go with the change, because fighting it it's not working. Because every time you fight it, another barrier would be put up where you couldn't move forward or get any further with the fight, right? So, anywho, now we have the Queen of Wands. Now, wands are about swift movement. So she's not afraid to move forward. And so that's you. You're not afraid to move forward. Even though you like your stuff in a certain way. You like things done in a certain way. You like things in your home placed in a certain spot. You don't like the cover on your couch to be ruffled. That kind of stuff. And that's just minor stuff. But as far as dealing with life on life's terms, you're doing that. Because you're carrying this Queen of Wands energy. You're right on top of that. There hasn't been much of a hesitation for you. There's been fear. Change is scary. But you kind of blew right through it. Because you're not new at this. You're kind of old school with this. So you know how to deal with change. And I think some of that comes from the need for Virgo to have things a certain way, because you understand inherently that that's not the way the world works. Things change. Change is constant. So you keep your comfort spots and your comfort zones that you can keep. But other than that, you are doing a really great job of moving through whatever the universe is throwing at you. All right, so we have the Unknown card. That's probably why I'm not getting any sense of a romantic love or any type of confrontational love situations, abusive relationships or anything. And I'm not saying that you haven't had those, but I'm not getting a sense of that, because I think that a large group of you aren't thinking on that. Some of you are already in a great situation. Some of you are single by choice, not born out of fear being single, but not being closed off as a reason for being single. But I just feel like it's not, the romantic thing isn't a thing right now for you, and that's where the Unknown card is coming in. Now it could be. That's what the unknown card means. Anything can happen in that area. But again, since I'm not picking up anything about romantic love or confrontational situations, Um, I don't think that's in your near future. Okay, a lot of signs it is. A lot of signs it is in the near future. So we have death. Again, that's that. That's that Pluto energy, right? The death, the pause, the rebirth, and then comes the transformation, because of the Neptune energy of smashing the illusion. That's what and if you're not there yet, you're close. If you haven't experienced the willingness to just roll with the changes, you're very close to it. So the death card is about change, plain and simple. Now, we did get the world card. So, yeah. You're adapting. It's a beautiful thing, people. Don't get that in a lot of readings, the willingness to adapt. I'm an Aquarius. I don't conform well. But with the strong Virgo, and this is just an example, I'm not really trying to talk about myself, but with the strong Virgo placement, I do understand that change is necessary. But I do have my little comfort spots. Little places I know I can go to, or things that I can fall back on that are consistent, that aren't going to change unless I choose to change them. So, but they're working for me for right now, and they're working. Whatever you got comfort-wise is working for you too. You're fine. You don't need to change anything right now. You got enough change coming at you. So we have the Knight of Swords, and I call the swords cutting through the BS. This is the only knight in any of the suits that is a fast mover. All the rest of the knights are slow movement, taking their sweet time, get there when they get there, going with the flow, rolling with the punches. But the Knight of Swords, again, now that's that Neptune energy. It's also air energy. Okay? It's intellectual energy. So this knight isn't just sitting on the horse going where the king tells him to. This knight has a purpose. A special purpose. So this is you. You know where you're going. You're allowing the fantasies and illusions to fall away, and you're seeing things for the way that they really are. People, places, and things. And again, you're not leaving people behind in a, what's the word I want? Help me out, Spirit. An aggressive way, or a confrontational way. You're not leaving people behind in those ways. It's just the universe is lining up for you in a perfect sequence of these people that no longer serve your higher purpose, or these people that don't vibrate at the same level you do. The universe is just situating things so that they fall away. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to ever have a conversation with somebody, because I think that you have had to have a conversation, but it wasn't, again, confrontational. It's just, this isn't working. This isn't working out. And then you guys parted ways, and that was the end of it. It's funny because I'm not... Well, there is one card. But for the most part, I'm not feeling a lot of aggressive situations going on around you right now. That's not written in stone. That can change at any moment. Maybe you are having some of you are having experiences of aggressive situations or confrontational situations. But you're getting ready to move into this smooth energy and go with the flow. You just had some leftover stuff you had to deal with. That's all. But the majority of you, smooth sailing for now. It's going to get bumpy. We do have an 8 of Swords. We do have an 8 of Swords. So, yeah. But we'll get to that one. So you have the Sun, and that's prosperity, new beginnings. We got sunflowers, not in this, no sunflowers. But the baby, yeah, I have to cover the baby's nakedness. But you got the baby on the pony. Not even a horse, that's a pony. So everything here is fresh. Everything here is brand new. It's prosperity. It's prosperity in these new beginnings that came from the Death card. In these new beginnings, of the Ace of Pentacles. And not for nothing, but the pentacle looks a lot like the sun. And you know what else? This is also a gift from Source. You're being given a gift. The gift of a new opportunity. All right. All right, so that's enough with the sun. Now we have the Six of Cups, which is emotional contentment is the word I want. Emotional contentment and sharing. Now, for some of you, it's sharing ideas with another or others. For some of you, it's sharing space, maybe. I think some of you have look, it's just less expensive for people, families especially, to live together. I live with one of my children. We live together because it's just frugal to do so. So some of you are sharing your space, maybe with family, maybe with a friend. So some of you have some housemates. Some of you have had a parent that needs support, physical and mental support or emotional support. Some of you have a parent that's living with you. It's a beautiful thing to take care of your parents because they did take care of you. It's a beautiful thing. It's the most giving thing, as far as I'm concerned, that a person can do. Other than be really nice to the animals. Yeah. So, it's kind of nostalgic too, that Six of Cups. There's a little bit of childhood nostalgia because that child is sharing with the younger child. All right. Now we have the Eight of Swords. But I don't feel the negative aspect of the Eight of Swords. You know what? I didn't read the meanings on these cards for you guys. Let me go ahead and do that before we get to the swords. I do apologize. So we've got the Sun. The Sun. See? Success lies ahead if you keep to the path. Glory, gain, satisfaction, radiance, positivity, strength, and vitality. You go, Virgo. And then we have the Six of Cups. Picture reminder. Reach out to others with love and compassion. Nostalgia, memories, healing, comfort, steady gain, pleasure after hardship. Yeah, so like I said, it's not like you haven't been through some crap, because you certainly have. Everybody has. But you seem to be handling it a lot better than a lot of signs are. Some of us are struggling. Some of us are struggling. All right, so the Eight of Swords. Yes, eight swords. Eight of Swords is, it seems like you're blocked, but you can still take a step. Disempowerment, fears, doubts, uncontrolled thoughts, fruitless overthinking, and captivity. Well, it's definitely a Virgo trait for the overthinking. Absolutely. Yeah, and you're not the only zodiac sign that does that. A lot of them do. A lot of us do. So, but you're past this. You're way past this. And if you're not, you will be. Like I said, that just speaks to what Spirit's message was in the beginning, was you've done all this. You've moved past all of this. You've taken the blindfold off. She's not tightly bound. Her hands and arms aren't tightly bound. She can wiggle out of that anytime she chooses. And then she can take the blindfold off and see what's what and get that clarity. Again, that with that Neptune. Breaking through the illusions and the fantasies. You've done that. Or you're about to. So she can free herself anytime she wants to. And that's kind of the point of breaking through those illusions, it is freedom. It's absolutely freedom. Timer, 29. So look for the number 2, the number 9, the number 11, and the number 1. And the number 29, if I didn't say that. I forget if I said that. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is... Now, the Wheel of Fortune is always turning. Always turning. Sometimes you're down here, and sometimes you're up here. But right now, you're up here. You're right at the top. It will come back around, and you'll be at the bottom in a different aspect of your life at some point. But it's not going to be this huge monster, or rather, this huge, monstrous, overwhelming thing that you won't be able to deal with. You've proven to yourself that you can overcome adversity. You've proven that to yourself. Spirit's also telling me that you've been working real hard on not allowing other people's opinions to bother you. This is an ongoing theme through all the signs right now. Other people's opinions don't mean anything anymore. Because when you allow a person's opinion to control you in any way, shape, or form, you just gave your energy away. And we got to keep our energy. We can't give anything to anybody if we don't have enough energy to do so. So the meaning of the world is you have strength and new beginnings. The cycle restarts. You're at the top of the wheel of fortune there. Change, chance, fate, happiness, cycles, destiny, luck, karma. Ah, karma, Saturn. Yeah, baby. I just love these synchronicities, peoples. I love it so much. Okay, let's pick some words from the word jar, and then we'll do our oracles. Got 2 out of it. Oh, hold on, people. Hold on, folks. I lost it. Okay, here we go. First word is mean. So one of the obstacles that you've overcome, not just the opinions of others, but the way that they treat you. And that's one reason that you're moving away from certain people in your life. It's because they're mean and nasty and salty. But you didn't like get in their face about it. You may have spoken your truth to them, but you didn't get in their face. You didn't get angry. You didn't get upset. You just said what you had to say, and you turned around and you walked away, and that was the end of it. So you've been through this already. And if you haven't, you will be. You'll be able to move through that. Just don't take anybody's crap, will you? Arrival. So the Sun card would tell me that in the Ace of Pentacles too, talks about the arrival of something new. I don't know if we're going to clarify the unknown card. I think that's there, that's going to stay unknown, but something might pop out. Ooh. Yeah, I speak English. Something might pop up out of the word jar, so we'll find out. But arrival, so arrival of something new. Arrival of one of your manifestations. You've been very patient. I'm proud of you. You've been very patient. On trial. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the 8 of Swords. This energy, one of the reasons you kept yourself bound and blindfolded was because you put yourself on trial. You judged yourself too harshly. You weren't able or ready to give yourself a break, to be gentle with yourself. So, that's the reason that Spirit was putting out the message of meditation, because you can go back into this energy if you allow it. If you allow those people's opinions to get at you, you can go back to that 8 of Swords energy and bind yourself and blindfold yourself all over again. I know you can get out of it, just like you did just like you already did. I can't say how many times you've had to release the blindfold and the restraints, but I can say that if you did get back in that energy, you could get out of it much quicker than ever before, because you're versed in that as well. Virgos like to beat themselves up harshly. And even though you're moving through that very nicely. It's not uncommon to go back a few steps, to, move forward 3, go back 4. The beauty part is that you'll remember how you got ahead in the first place. Before you moved backwards, you'll remember how you did that. So Spirit's sending the message to be gentle with yourself. Don't put yourself on trial. You know what? Don't put other people on trial either. Most of the stuff that people do is out of mental health issues or conditioning. We are products of our experiences. Now, we're moving out of that now. We're moving away from that type of energy now, having to learn, as I think I already said this, having to learn from awful things. But everybody isn't in the same space that you are. So, try not to be too judgmental. And if you are, say a prayer for them. Wish them the best. In your head, wish them the best. So-and-so, I wish you the best. And let go of it. If something's really, really, really bothering you about someone, or someone is really bothering you and you absolutely can't let go of it, there's a visual exercise. It's very simple. You imagine yourself on one end and that person on the other, and because this is true, and there's an energetic cord, an energy cord that connects you to. Visually, in your head, take scissors and cut that cord. Because Saturn in retrograde is about releasing karma. You can tear up a soul contract with anybody that you feel you need to. You just say, look, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done with this connection to you, this past life connection. I'm done. And you cut the cord, and that's the end of it. Might take a few days to take effect, though. So just be patient with yourself. Blank. That's a couple of those. Okay, here we go. Convict. There's somebody that you've moved away. Someone has moved away from, and it's sad because, and it doesn't make you a bad person. You've moved away from this person because of the situation that they're in, being attached to a legal system. Okay, they carry a certain energy, and I don't think they're going to carry it forever. But for now, you stepping away was the best possible choice. But you're sad about it because they really need some emotional support. The thing is, when you tried to give them the emotional support, they didn't know how to accept it. I mean, look where they are. Look at their surroundings. And if they're not in those surroundings, that prison or jail type surroundings, then they have just been removed from those surroundings and they're back out in the general public. So they're going to be patient with them. Yes, stay away if that's what you need to do for your own, to take care of yourself, absolutely. But they have to matriculate, is the word I want. Just like you matriculate into college. They have to matriculate back into the general public and learn how to live like a loving and caring person instead of having to be a hard ass. Because the environment that they're either in now or just came out of, that was the environment. Everyone was a hard case. And I don't need to tell you the things that go on in those places. So anything that this person that some of you are attached to that has had a conviction or is experiencing, the life of a convict, remember that they're afraid. They're guarded, as they should be. They're guarded. So give them time. Yeah, Spirit's telling me that this person or these people for those of you who are dealing with that this person or these people aren't going to stay in that convict mode forever. They're not going to, because they're in victim mode. I'm a victim. I got put into the system because I did something I wasn't supposed to, and now I'm a victim. And Spirit is loud and clear telling me that some of these people are still blaming other people for them being incarcerated. But not just incarceration. There are some that have been put in halfway houses, and there's some that have been put in drug and alcohol rehabilitation centers. That was the deal that they made with the judge. You go and you get yourself together, or you go to jail or prison. Pick one. Now, some of the people that Spirit's showing me chose prison or jail, and some chose to go to the rehab or the halfway house and get themselves together. So, okay, we're going to pick another card. Let's pick our card out of the regular Rider-Waite. Oh my goodness, I'm just stumbling all over myself today. If I could speak to you energetically through telepathy, I would. It's much easier. So let's see what we get here. I should have picked a smaller deck. This one's a little big, but I got this. All right, so see, we got the Knight of Swords again. So another reiteration. I'll show it to you, but I'm not going to expound on it a second time. We're just going to pick another card. Got the Knight of Swords again, different suit. So that just confirms the you moving swiftly towards a goal, towards doing whatever it takes to manifest the life that you want. Let's find one more. I'm going to make it simple on myself right now. All right, Spirit, give us one more, please, for Virgo for August. Queen of Cups. Did we get Queen of Cups already? No, we got the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Cups, she's the emotional one. And that's you. You don't have to be a female. We all carry male and female. We all carry feminine and masculine. Those are the words I want to use. Feminine and masculine energy. We all have it. Some of us females have way more masculine energy, and some men have way more female energy. Feminine energy. It's all good. It doesn't matter. But whoever you are, you're carrying that. That emotional stability. Again, because queens are about stability. All the queens have stability. Right? So, this is about emotional stability. And I feel like you're bringing that to somebody else. Because you have it in yourself. And I feel like you're not being supportive on purpose. Not that it's bad to be supportive. I'm just saying it's not like you're trying to be supportive. You just are, again, and Spirit's telling me by example. That whatever you're doing, someone else is taking notice of that. And they're following suit. All right. You guys have been great. I really appreciate you showing up. Oh, I will post it when I have all of the signs up. Actually, hopefully my subscribers will see the post that I put up when I actually get this stuff. I think Tuesday. I think I said that Tuesday. Because I want to put all the signs up at once. I'm still undecided. So this might come up. It might come up on Sunday morning. I don't know. But even after I post it, I will still send out a post and let people know that they're up. And I'm going to try to put all of my. I think I want to put all the readings in a playlist. So you can go through the different signs in your zodiac placements and see what's up with the other placements, so you can get a bigger, clearer picture. Okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell. And I really appreciate you showing up. As I said, you guys are great. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful day or evening.